Hello, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just a couple minutes late. Just gonna see, I see people commenting. Hello, hello. Just waiting to see the eyes pop up. Okay, there, I see them. Okay, good, perfect. Lots of people for a last minute live. Now, I went out of my program for a second here and I lost all my slideshows. So just give me 1 second here. I'm going to add them in. It takes just a second. And then I also have to get my draw in here because that's important too. Okay, there we go. How's everyone doing? I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little frazzled, but that's okay. My live is organized. Shelby's on holidays now. I see her in the comments. Hello. We miss her when she's gone. She deserves a vacation. Don't get me wrong, but I don't love it when she's not around because it makes what I do just really chaotic, but that's okay. Oh, so Mary's on an airplane on her way to Alberta. So that's my favorite province ever. Have a great time. Hello, hello, everyone. Okay, so first, before we get started, we're gonna get all fancy here. We're gonna put this up. So I would love everyone that is watching on YouTube to give our video a thumbs up today. That would be very much appreciated. So whether you do it now or whether you do it after the video's over, I don't really care, but I would just love it if you did that. That makes a big difference to us. And also, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, I would also encourage you to do that. So all that's going to do is each time we do a video, it's going to send you an email letting you know that we've done a video. So nothing crazy. You know, if you're not interested in the video, you just delete the email and you move on. But it does make a big difference to us. So if you could do those 2 things for me today, that would be wonderful. And I'm going to show you a bunch of product and we're going to do some giveaways. So thank you guys. So we are going to do a live giveaway, which takes place at the end of the video. So you got to hang in for that. And I will give you instructions when we get close to the end of the video for that. But we're also going to do a physical giveaway, and we are going to give away these 2 products today. So we're going to pick 2 winners. And the way you win these is by placing an order by midnight tonight. And you can purchase anything that we talk about in the video. On the comments of your order, you want to make sure that you put live or Facebook Live, YouTube live stream, something to let us know that you were at the live. And then purchase something from the live, and then we'll put you in our random draw, and I post a winner tomorrow on our Facebook page. Okay, so I'll revisit this at the end, but we are going to pick 2 winners. And there's a reason why I picked this as our giveaway today, because we are going to be showing Christmas things. I know it's crazy, but it is coming in fast and furious at our store. So there is lots to share. Now, as usual, when we get brand new product, it's hard for us to show you exactly what it looks like in action because we haven't had a chance to work with it yet. And I'll be honest with you, some stuff is in and out of the store so fast that we never have a chance to work with it. So I do have a little slide presentation that I'm going to do as I'm going through the product today, just so I can give you an idea of what this stuff looks like when it's in action. We've got people on cruise ships. We've got people on airplanes. You guys are so dedicated. I'm not sure if I was on an airplane, I'd be watching, or if I was on a cruise ship. I don't know what I'd be doing, but oh, and Christina's got to turn us off because she's, oh yeah, well, don't turn me off. You want to see this. It's really great. So I am just going to pull up the slideshow and get the correct view going here. So that's not the one I want. Let's try this. Nope, that's not it either. How about this one? Oh, there we go. Perfect. So we are looking at a new product from Hero Arts. There's a couple new things. This is the Big Mouth Nutcracker. Funny name, right? So this is a die, and it's actually a 2 die set. So the first die makes this, this nutcracker. And you can just put that right on the face of a card. It doesn't have to be interactive. But if you use this second one, the slider, the mouth actually goes up and down. Now, I don't have a video to show you, but if you look closely at this photo, I wish I had a pointer. I'm going to have to look into whether or not that's a thing. But you'll see in the first photo on the left, the mouth is closed. And then the photo on the right, the jaw has slid down and there's a sentiment in there. So it is actually an interactive card, which is kind of fun. So if you love nutcrackers, and I know we have a lot of people out there that really do love them, this is kind of a fun one. So like I said, you can just make it as a still image on the front of a card, or you can use the slider option and you can make it interactive, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to try and watch comments because I'm kind of flying solo. So if I don't answer your question, just type it in all capital letters and yell at me or something. I'll try my best to keep an eye on it. Okay, and then next up we have another nutcracker set from Hero Arts, and this was called A Little Nuts, which I thought was really cute. And there is your nutcracker there. So this is a stamp and die combo. So you get the stamp for the nutcracker. You get these, what are these called? You guys know. I don't know. They're like, you pull them and there's always a little surprise inside. Are they called crackers? I can't remember. But anyways, you get those. These are really sweet when you stamp them out. And then you get lots of different sentiments, which is really fun too. And again, there's dies for everything. So you can see a couple of the little, whatever you call those, nutcrackers, like those poppers, just below the nutcrackers in this photo. But then you can also see them stamped out here. So they've done them with white ink or white embossing powder, which looks really cool. And that is this image that you see right here. So that is what those look like. Really, really Christmas crackers. Thank you. I knew they were a cracker of some kind, but yes. So that is that. So now we're going to move on to Spellbinders, and they have lots of new stuff out. So we've got a new sentiment set. This is a great one, but this is for Better Press. So you can see, oops, that's just another nutcracker card. Sorry. So there you can see the nutcracker stamped out. This one looks like it's done in gold embossing powder and then added with a little bit of color. So we're just focusing on the greeting right here on this card. This set here comes with 5 different Better Press plates, and it is like 5 Better Press sentiments, 1 plate, 1 die. So you get them all cut out at the same time. And there are the different sayings. So Merry and Bright, Season's Greetings, Merry Christmas, Warm Winter Wishes, and Joyful Noel. And you can just see on the card there, you know, just for sizing, what that looks like when you press it out. Good morning, everybody. I know you're all still rolling in. Okay, let's see what the next slide is. Okay, this is the next Better Press plates. I'm going to set this one aside because I know there's more images coming up with this on it. So this is a background plate. It's Better Press again. So with Better Press, you can stamp it with your inks and use your Better Press machine to press the ink into your paper, or you can foil. And I'm going to be getting out my Better Press machine and doing some demos in the near future because I have been kind of ignoring it, but people just love it, especially this time of year. So this one does this beautiful petite crisscross pattern. I'm just going to hold that up just so you can kind of see. Can you see the design in there? And it's all done with little X's. So it's like 1 plate and you get that whole design. So you can foil this as well. And you can see it done in the background of the card that is showing on the screen. So it's really beautifully done. Can be very subtle. And you can also get that really nice debossed look when you press it into that cotton paper that they have. So it's a great one. Very fun to play with. And then we have our Twinkle Bright Tree. Now, some of these items are already selling out. I don't remember the status of this one. I know that I pulled a lot of orders on the weekend, and I know I pulled several of these. So if you guys know the drill, if something is out of stock, you just email us, let us know you're interested, and we will make sure we notify you when it gets reordered. Okay, we don't reorder everything. So if we don't get a lot of interest, nobody's really emailing about it, we just move on to the next thing. So definitely reach out if it's something you're interested in. This is a cute one. Better Press Plate does the beautiful Christmas tree. You also get a couple of different sentiments with this one. And it is a registration plate. So you can place the plate on and use different colors and get lots of nice layers with this one. So I love that. And it's just a nice classic Christmas tree. Look beautiful on the front of a card. Let's see, do we have another slide of that one? We do not. Okay, so this one is called the Gifting Bow. This is a die set. So not only do you get this beautiful bow, you also get things like ornaments and poinsettias, greenery, florals, and sentiments. So these sets are great to use as shown, but they're also really great to tear apart and use all the little bits to do lots of different things with. So you might be working with completely different sets and think, oh, I really need a poinsettia that I can cluster in the corner. Well, guess what? This one has one. You know, oh, I need a few little ornaments for something. Well, this one has it. These bows are shown with really long tails, but you can cut those tails off and just use the bows. So they can work for gifts. They can work for all kinds of things. So definitely dissect the sets when you're looking at them. So that comes with all of that goodness in there. So do we just have the one slide? It's the disadvantage of this program is that I can't see what the next slide is. So sometimes I have to push it and go, oh, yep, no slide. But I do believe this comes up again. So I'm going to set it over here. So this one is called Cocoa Wonderland. And look at all the great dies that you get in this one. So again, while you're sitting here looking at this video, just dissect it. What do you see? There is an ornament that you can use on its own, 2 trees, a gift, and then you've got these really tall sort of triangular trees. And then you've got this gorgeous Santa mug. And all of that is included in this die set. And there is a puff of whipped cream as well. It's not showing on this one because the mug is stuffed with all the ornaments, but I believe we have another slide. Oh, and there's no whipped cream showing in this one either, but there's a totally different color combination, which is quite nice as well. So lots of goodies with this one. I'm just going to back my slides up a little bit. I'm wondering about this tree right here because I showed that card that had the tree on it. And I said we were focusing on the sentiment. Oh, look at that. That is that tree and the gift. So there's a card just using the tree and the gift and see that you can get a completely different look. Pair it up with those great Better Press sentiments and you have something completely different than what's showing on the front of the package, which is kind of fun. Okay, we just got to zoom ahead here. Sorry about that. Okay, next up we have, oh, this one might be one of my favorites. And I love the name of it. It's called the Yuletide Ride. Now, again, you will see the sentiments featured on that card. The Merry and Bright is the sentiment that is used. And then, again, an action-packed die set. You get this car. And if you remove all of this, you just have a car. That is not holiday related at all. So you could use this for lots of different things. And then, of course, you get all of these amazing dies that you can stack on top of the car to make it the Yuletide Ride. So we've got a wreath, we've got gifts, we've got a leaning tree, the stocking, the candy cane. You've got the garland with the light bulbs on it. And look at the cute little envelope with the heart. So I see tons of potential with this for sure. And next up, we have Santa's elves. How cute are they? Now, the pole that you see in the background of the card sample, that is from another set, which is coming up here. Okay, so that's where that came from. But again, really cute little critters. If you do like the elf on the shelf at your house, this would be great for scrapbook layouts or cards. Okay, crisscross plate background is great to use with any other occasion. Oh, 100%. And that's what I really want you guys to focus on when you're looking at some of these holiday things. They have potential past the holidays. I mean, some of them are very specific, but there are things within the die sets that you can use multi-seasonal, lots of different options. So definitely keep that in mind. But this is a very sweet one. And again, you've got the gift that the elf is holding, the candy cane, and the lollipop, and those can all be used separately. So that is a cute one. And then look at these sweet polar bears. Oh my gosh. There you can see the elves again. Just a different setting. This time they're separate on the cards. Just gives you some different views on how they can be used. And there we have our sweet little polar bears. So this sample that we're looking at here only used the bear that sits up and the little bear that is looking at him. But you've still got this bear too here that is walking along. Now, again, just to think outside the box, maybe you went to the zoo and you saw the polar bear exhibit. I mean, you could totally use this because all of the elements that are on here can be removed. So you can have naked bears. They don't have to be wintry bears or Christmassy bears. You can use them for all sorts of things. The bears are adorable and they come with lots of detail in the dies. You can see all of that etching and stuff that happens when you cut them out, and that makes it embedded into the cardstock. And even things like the winter toques and the scarves and the little sweater, you can use those for other things too. So I love that one. Let's see if we've got another polar bear slide. Nope. Okay, so now we're moving on to the North Pole sentiments. So this is a really sweet one. You get these two adorable snowmen, and if you're anything like me, you can never have enough snowmen. It's one snowman, but you can decorate them slightly different. And then you get this amazing pole with all of these greetings. So you can make signs out of it, or you can just use them as sentiments. And I believe we have another slide for this one. No, we don't, but I think they might be featured. This is the clauses. I also love this one. Very classic Christmas icons for sure. You've got Santa holding the bag. You've got Santa holding the list. And then, of course, you've got Mrs. Claus as well. Now, in this particular one, she's holding cookies, but you could remove that element and she can just be hanging out with Santa. You don't need to use the sack or the list. You can just use them on their own as well. But lots of dies with this one. And I love that if you take a close look here, you're cutting out multiples of things with one die. So that is really good when you're making these critters that have lots of pieces, because if you can run your die through once and get multiple pieces that you can use, it's excellent. So that is a great set too. Now you'll notice that this sentiment's on here. Merry everything and happy always. Is that one on here? No, it is not. Okay, I'm not sure where that one came from, but there's another Better Press set here. This is a called Country Christmas Banner and Sentiments. So look at these banners. See how they have like the frayed edges? They almost look like planks of wood. And then you can even make it look like they're hanging. So they come with dies to make the little hooks and rings to make it look like they're hanging. And then you also have this style of banner as well. So lots of options in this one. And I love the font that they've used. So that may show up on the next slide. Let me see. Do we have a sample? Nope, but there's Mrs. Claus. She's really cute. Here we go. So you can see one of the sentiments across the top of the barn house here. So just to give you an idea of what they look like. And these are featured on a few of the cards as we go through. So I'll just set that aside in case I see them pop up again. Okay, so next up we have this one. So this is the Country Snowman. So this one jumped out at me when I first saw the die for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a snowman, so I get excited when I see snowmen. But look, it has this adorable bird feeder with it as well. I'm going to hold that up a little bit closer so you can see. And it has a little sign you can put on it that's welcome. There's a little cardinal. There's also a straw broom that you can put in his hand. He is wearing a bandana and a cowboy hat, but those can be removed. So if you don't want those options on there, and if you have been collecting other die sets, you might be able to put a Santa hat on him or a toque from another set. So definitely check out other sets that you have or are purchasing to see if there's other elements that you can use. I'm sure you could pull in gifts and different things from other sets that we've looked at as well. And then, of course, you've got this sweet little rabbit that can be die cut out and go with it as well. And then you'll notice that Sending Joy. Oh, that's not from this one. That might be one from last year. They had a similar set to this last year that was really, really good and had sentiments. But these are very similar to that Sending Joy one. So again, featuring those. Let's see what we have for slides here. Okay, so I know this one is sold out. I do have one here to show you. This is the Barn Star Wreath. So you can cut out this beautiful star. And you'll see that it does have like the lines there to give it a little bit of dimension. And then you also get all this greenery that you can layer on top. And I will hold that up. So you've got the little orange slice, the pine cone, the tiny bow, the berry branches. So lots of great options there. And that is what that star looks like. Now you'll notice here too that these pieces are like inserts. So you can put the design in there if you want, but you can also just get the star with the scoring on its own. So here it shows with all that detail. You don't have to put that on there. So it can just be a star with the scored lines. And then these plates here give you different designs for inside there. So it's multifunctional. So that is quite a nice one. And let's see. And there's another option just showing you the different pattern that you can get in there. And again, with that nice little cluster on there. And then the season's greetings, I believe that comes from here. Yes, it does. So see the season's greetings sentiment, and it's got that sort of barn board edge to it. That is the sentiment that's shown on there. Okay. Now we have the Christmas horse-drawn wagon. So this one is a beautiful old-fashioned wagon with stacked gifts, and you have the horse. So you can use the horse completely separate, or you can use just the sled. So you have all of the dies and everything to cut those items out. So here's a card showing it with both options, so the sled and the horse. And then we have just the sleigh. So you have lots of options there too. And these wheels can be used separate from the sleigh as well as wagon wheels. So you can just use those for maybe fall decor or things like that. So lots of potential for sure. And then we have the Christmas rocking chair. Okay, there we go. And again, you can see just by looking at the die, you've got the pillow, the bear, the potted tree, Santa's boots, and you've got a blanket that fits over the chair as well. And then you have just the chair on its own. So I think the chair with the bear in it without the Santa hat would make a really cute baby card. I could just go on and on. I mean, honestly, there's so much versatility within these sets. Just depending on what you use them with, give you a completely different look. And then we have the country Christmas barn. This was a must for my stash. I don't have anything like this in my stash, so I just love how different it is. Again, you have the option of creating it with the lights to make it a Christmas barn, but you can take the lights away and it doesn't have to be a Christmas barn. It can be a wintry barn. And I'm just wondering, maybe not. I think you're always going to have that snowy edge, but you could cut that out of brown and it could be like a wood trim. So I think there's lots of potential with this one too for multi-seasonal use. And look at the great trees that you get with these. There's 2 different size trees, and you can do lots of different things with those too. And then this die here is to make the windows. So you can have solid windows, or you can add that checkered pattern to them, which is really cool too. And then you can see, again, the warm winter wishes is a sentiment from this Better Press set here. And again, these can all be foiled as well. So if you want that nice foily look on things, we can do that too. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to this for a moment. And there we go. Because now we're going to look at a couple of embossing folders. And these I actually embossed out. So this one here is called Country Christmas. And I did it horizontally on the card. So with these embossing folders, they're 5.5 by 8.5. So they're oversized, which means when you are putting your paper in here, you can go horizontally for an A2 size card, or you can go vertically. So you can get both options. So this one here, this is the pattern that is shown on the package. And this is what it looks like when you actually emboss it out. So see all that detail? Like look at the star right here. See how it puffs it up? I mean, it just looks really cool. So if you love embossed backgrounds, definitely look into these 3D embossing folders because they're really fun. And then this one is called Christmas Cameos. Now this one I did vertically, but again, you have the option of placing your paper this way and having the cameos run this direction. And I'll just hold that up so you can get an idea. But look at that beautiful bow. And then those cameos, I'll just hold it up a little bit closer. And they have beautiful designs in the center, kind of like a wax seal. It's just really, really detailed. So those are two new embossing folders. So Country Christmas and Christmas Cameos. And then this is a reorder from last year. I think this came out last year. This is Simon Hurley's hot foil plate. It's called Joyful Christmas Sentiments. And I remember doing a live last year on this, and I actually pulled out some of the sentiments that I had left over. So all of these have been foiled. So this is a foil plate. It is not a better press plate. So this can only be used on your glimmer machine. Okay. So, but it's one plate and one die, and you get to cut them all out at the same time. Oh, this is a different set. Happy holidays. Oh, well, okay. So this is a different set. I thought these were them. I didn't even look, but the size is the same. So this will give you an idea of what they will look like when they're cut out. I'm sorry, I didn't even read them, but yeah, this isn't the same set. I don't know what set this is, but this one has Happy Holidays, Deck the Halls, Merry Christmas, Joy to the World, and Season's Greetings. So very nice classic sentiments, but they're going to look very similar to this when you cut them out. And see how the foil shines. I was trying to get this to shine the other day in the light. I don't have enough glare on my lights now, so I can't get the foil to actually pick up the shine. Isn't that terrible? I'm going to try. I don't know if it will. Oh, you can kind of see it there. There we go. So this is red. This is red foil. And then this one, I don't remember which kind this is, but this is on black, and it kind of gives you an iridescent look. It's really cool. And then this is silver on black. Now there is white foil that you can do white foil on black, which is really cool too. But these sentiments look very similar to this when they are cut out. So they're nice and chunky and same font, and that's what they'll look like. So sorry about that. I did not pay attention to exactly what I was pulling out. I was just excited. I thought, oh, I have this. I think I have them all ready cut out. And that was a fail. So that one's called Wonderful Winter Sentiments. Thank you. I don't even know if we have that one in stock anymore. I'm sure we can get it. So if you are interested in the one that I foiled out, we can look into that. Just email the store. But we did get this one, and this is a reorder. And I know it came out last year or the year before, but it's a great one. Good staple for sure. Okay, so that is that pile. Next up, I think that's the end of this slideshow. And now I have to go to this one. Yes. Okay, I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to get it. Okay, hold on. Let's remove this one. There we go. And I want to get the right view. There we go. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about something else from Spellbinders. This is a holiday card making kit that they come out with each year. And it is called the Merry Moments Holiday Kit. Now, maybe I should take this slide off for a minute, just so you can see the whole thing. There we go. So it comes in this beautiful box. Now, this is not a workshop kit. I think over on the Spellbinders blog, they do post inspiration using this, but there's no guided class or anything. The kit is $72.99, and it comes with a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to read to you what comes in here. So there's 13 A2 cards and envelopes. There's 12 5x7 cards and envelopes. So right away, that is 25 card bases and envelopes. We have adhesive tape, foam squares, 18 pieces of cardstock. There's 40 sheets of 6x6 patterned paper, 238 die cuts, a clear stamp set, sticker sheet, sequin pack, and a sheet of embellishments. So all of that comes in here, and you can mix and match it any way that you like to make cards. Now I'm going to open the box. I can't take this apart because this belongs to someone who's going to purchase it, and I don't want to rip the tissue. But you can see in there too, there's also a card, like a pamphlet that shows a few different card ideas. But I also have some to share with you through slides as well. So let me just pop my slideshow back up. And I will. So this is the kit contents that you see right here. Like lots and lots of stuff for sure. And then just to show you a few different ideas using product from inside the box. So you can see just different ideas, and you can see the pattern papers that are featured in the background behind the card there. They're just using that as a backdrop. Okay. Now this card, I'm going to talk about a couple of other things. So that's the Merry Moments Spellbinders kit. Now, along with that, if you want more cardstock that coordinates with the kit, they did come out with a Christmas assortment cardstock pack. Now, even if you don't want to do the Merry Moments box idea, this is a great assortment of red, green, and sort of a like pink and different shades of green cardstock. So in here, there's poppy, pomegranate, cranberry, blush, tutu, rainforest, fern, waterfall, blue spruce, and oceanside. So there's 10 different sheets, and it does coordinate with the Merry Moments kit, but you can use it as a cardstock pack just to have some holiday colors on hand. And then we also ordered in extras of the 6x6 paper pad that's used in that kit. So if you want more paper, because there's a lot of embellishments in there. So if you think you're going to want more paper, or even if you're just looking for a nice 6x6 paper pad, we've got that. And then we also ordered in a couple of the embellishment packs. So there's the die cut sentiments and the die cut shapes. So that gives you more variety for making cards as well. And then these are what's being featured on that card. Do you see that snowflake that's on there? These are dimensional snowflakes. And in here you get 6 of these acetate. I'm just going to slip it out here. And they are dimensional. So you can see how they are raised up. So the sticker actually peels off of this backing, and you get one that lays flat and then this dimensional one that pops up. And they just make really nice accents on cards and tags. So those are also available in open stock as well. So that is that. The next thing we're going to talk about is also from Spellbinders, and they are 2 new add-ons for your Platinum 6 machine. So let's go back to my view here. There we go. So this is a My Turn Comfort Grip handle. So I have the original handle that came on my Platinum 6, and this is the comfort handle installed on here. So if you have issues with your hands, this just makes it extra cushiony. And I'm just going to push on this. Hopefully the video will show, but it's like very spongy. It's really, really soft and very nice to hold on to when you are cranking your machine. Now, they also came out with a new handle for the machine, and this is called the My Turn Foldable Extended Handle. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky for me to show you live, but I'm going to try. So I've got it already installed on my machine. Just let me get this folded up here so I can bring it on screen. Okay. Get my plates off here. All right, so here's my machine. Now I can't zoom out anymore because my camera is in a permanent mount, but this is the handle and it's folded up right now. So if I want to use it, I have to open it up. But what you'll notice is it hits my desk because the handle extends beyond the bottom of your machine. So it's meant for people who have their machines on the side of their desk. And where mine is positioned, it's on the edge of something. So then this handle will extend down past that, and it gives you more leverage when you are cranking through your plates. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. Somebody's asking, can it be put on the Big Shot? No, this is, I think it's just exclusive to the Platinum 6, but it is phenomenal. Now there is a little, let's tip this up so you can see. I don't know, it's going to be really close. So there is a little mechanism here. So when I extend this down, this will go into place and lock the handle so that it's open. And then that way it won't wobble around while you're using it. I have been using mine now for a little bit, and it is absolutely amazing. But like I said, it only works if your machine is on the edge of your desk, because I cannot extend this handle all the way out if it's sitting right on my desk. It has to be on an edge. And I know you can't see that right now. And then this just locks in and it's perfect. So yeah, if you are looking for something like that, this is definitely a game changer. Now, I have not Googled to find out if it works with a Big Shot, but it is amazing. like amazing. But if you can't do the extended handle, even consider getting the cushy grip, because it is very nice to hold on to, especially if you do a lot of die cutting. So easy to install. See, I even have my little tools. You just get a little Allen key with it. See, all your little tools are right here. You just undo the screw and then you just put the new handle on and put the screw on. But I actually taped, this is my old handle. So I actually taped this stuff to my old handle so that I can put this one back on if I want to. Let's say I was going to a crop and I wasn't going to have the option of having the extended handle on. I want to make sure I keep that and make it accessible. But oh yeah, you don't need to ask your husbands for help. You can totally do this. Can the grip go on the full-size Platinum? Well, you know, that's a good question. And there is an adapter for the full-size Platinum. So if anybody has a full-size Platinum and you're interested in the adapter, email the store and I will get you the information for that. And we can talk that way. I don't have the full-size one, so I can't demonstrate it, but there is an option for that. And any questions at all about this, about adaptation for other machines, you can email. I'll do some quick research and I can let you know. You can also Google it yourself. Google's a great tool. You can just, you know, often the information will pop right up. So you can definitely check that out. But yeah, super easy to install, a great add-on to your machines. And we have sold tons and tons of Platinum 6 machines. So I know lots of people are going to be looking for this. So that is a fun little addition. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about these alcohol inks. Let me get my slide presentation back up here. Okay, let's move on to this. That's another card. Oh, sorry. That was another card using those snowflakes. It just kind of shows them on there. Okay, so these are the new neon alcohol inks from Tim Holtz. So if you love to use alcohol inks, this set is now available and it has 8 new neon colors. So I did pull up a few card ideas that I came across when I Googled it. And I think this is from Jen Shirkus. And there you can see another design where they've done the alcohol ink work in the background and just put a nice silhouette stamp over the top. So the foam piece will fit on the regular handle. Yes, it will. So that's just this piece right here. So this piece is just the cover for your handle. It just slides right on and then it will make it nice and cushy for you. The other one, this one here, you're going to actually remove the original handle and put this handle on, and that's the one that's extendable. And that gives you so much more leverage when you are cranking through your plates. So if you want to look at where your machine is positioned in your room, and maybe if there is a place that you can put it where it would be on the edge of a table, and it would work for you, then you could consider that. But if you're putting it in a place where you need to get the full rotation on your table, that's not going to work. Okay, so there's another sample with the background there. And then isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Beautiful colors. Just another nice silhouette stamp there. And that just kind of shows what the alcohol inks can look like. So if you're interested in the neon colors, those have arrived and they are available as a set. Okay. So, and then next up, everybody's been talking about this, are the new Distress Oxide Minis. So we were told for years that the oxides would never, ever come out in a mini pad. There was no way that they could get that formula to work on a small surface. And guess what? Here they are. And the rumor has it, all of the colors will eventually be released by the end of the year. So these are the first 6 sets. So we've got this one here. So that's the one that we're looking at there. So you can see them kind of swatched out on the paper. So that's that one. And then we've got this one here. So he's kind of put them in color families. Yep. We said, oh, wow, too, Lynn. We just went, are you kidding me? All this time you told us there's no way it's ever going to happen. And here it is. So we were just as surprised as you were. But I know a lot of people are really excited about these new colors. Not new colors. They're the same colors, but the new size. And it is great if you use your oxides a lot and you travel with your supplies, because you can take them on the go, which is quite nice. That's this one here. And you can see that one swatched out. So these are the first 6 sets. And the rest of the colors will be released by the end of the year. So they're going to come out in lots of 6, I would guess. And then they also have the little mini blending brushes available as well. And these will work with all the blending brushes that you see us using all the time. We do, however, recommend, you don't have to, but we do recommend having a sort of a separate set of brushes for your oxide inks, because that formula of ink is a little different than the dye inks, and it's nice to kind of keep those separate. So yes, bravo to them for being able to figure this all out, because I know a lot of people are going to be really happy about the mini size. And then we do have the little mini storage tins as well. But this stuff is selling like hotcakes again. So again, if we are out of something and you need it, just let us know and we will be happy to add you to the notify list. Okay, so that's it for slides. So I can remove this. And then just a couple little things. We did have this in stock for about 5 minutes and it went out of stock. So we've reordered this. This is the checkered flag die from Echo Park. They released it with their Vroom line. I may have selfishly ordered this for myself and then a few extra for the store, but I didn't realize it would be so popular. So you can do a solid base and then just put your black or white over top, and it gives you that awesome checkered pattern. So if you have the need for checkered flag die, that is back in stock. We also have the spools of red and white twine. This is always very popular at Christmas. So that is available as well. And then one little bit of inspiration that I wanted to share before we move on to the paper collections. This is something I wanted to show in the live last week when I was doing it, because we were talking about all the waffle flower and postage collage, but I forgot. So this set we keep in stock all the time. It's very popular, but I don't talk about it a lot because it's not a new set. But we're kind of moving into this season again, so I thought I would bring it back on. I don't have a postage collage sample to show you, but it does work really well with postage collage. So there is the gondola die, and that creates this amazing gondola. So if you've been on any kind of ski vacation, this works beautifully on scrapbook layouts. So it is a fun one for sure and very unique. You don't see something like this very often. And then these two are the sets that we've used to make the little houses, trees, and the stamp set does the deer. And again, they work beautifully on the postage collage because of the size. So definitely check them out. It's Winter View Elements Die and Winter View Stamp. So these go in and out of stock a lot. It was funny because they went out of stock for a long time and we had several people on the list. And I finally emailed Waffle Flower and said, like, what's the deal with this? They said they had discontinued it, but then because of demand, they had brought it back again. So you never know when it's going to disappear forever. So if it's something that you're interested in, definitely pick it up. Okay, so I have several paper collections that I have not added to my cart because my cart is full. So I just have to grab them. So give me like 2.5 seconds and I'll be right back with those. I had them all nicely stacked on the table out there so that they were ready to go. Okay, let me just pull the first one. So now, again, we had a very, very busy weekend. And lots of paper collections went flying out the door. I think because our promotion was scrapbooking related, people got really excited about scrapbooking stuff. And man, it was really busy. I'm just sort of reading comments here. Okay, gorgeous select card question. Which blending brushes do you recommend for oxide inks? Well, Lynn, that is kind of a tricky question. All of the blending brushes will work just fine for oxide inks as long as you have, in my opinion, a separate set. So I use my oxide inks frequently, but I'm still working with my original set of blending brushes. So I'll pull this on so you can see. Let's slide Winnie the Pooh out of the way for a second. So this is my original set of blending brushes. They're in a little turn thing. So the ones with the clips on them on the bottom here, these are the ones that I've dedicated to my oxide inks. And because I require a separate set, I haven't kind of switched over to any kind of different kind of brush. My favorite brushes are the Altenew brushes. I really love them. So if you're looking for a brand new set, now they are a little more on the pricey side of things. I will not lie, but I really do love them. The one set I probably wouldn't highly recommend for oxide inks, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, because I know Christina Werner uses them, but this style of brush, where the bristles are so fine and so long, so oxide inks are thicker, like they have pigment in them, so they just tend to be thicker. So I feel like I guess as long as you're really cleaning these after each time, and when I say cleaning, I don't mean like soap and water, I mean like rubbing them on a cloth to get all of the excess ink off of them before you store them. These would work too, but I don't use my oxides with these brushes. But any of the brushes that we sell will work just fine for oxide inks. So yeah, so this whole bottom row, anything with a clip on it is oxide, and then anything without a clip is just my regular dye inks. So that's what I do. Again, you can have a look at what we have, and any of them will work just fine. So many great new items. Full cart equals happiness. Oh, I agree with you, Renee. My cart is always full. Very bad. My room is exploding. Okay, back to paper collections. So we did receive a Simple Stories release. In it is another classic Pooh collection. It is the Classic Pooh Birthday. And although the Winnie the Pooh part is very dominant in some of the embellishments, the papers are quite versatile without Winnie the Pooh. So let's check this out. So we've got, let's go through the papers. And again, these things are selling out. We've already got a reorder sitting in our cart ready to hit send. I was waiting to hear back from one customer, which I did, so I can add her things in, and I'm going to hit send on this. So Winnie the Pooh, the Classic Pooh, has really sort of taken over the industry this year. They've got it out for everything, and it doesn't matter what it is, it sells very well. I think it has to do with the demographic of customers that are shopping for this type of thing. I think we're all of that age that Pooh was a big thing when we were a kid. And I just feel like we really relate to it, and we just love it. So this is the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. This is a mini collection, so it's not as big as their normal collections. So 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and then we've got all the papers. So on this side, again, you'll see that Pooh is in a lot of the icons, not all of them. You've got cakes and tags with just words, presents, different things that don't have the Winnie the Pooh. And then it's just a basic stripe on the back. So if you like the reverse side of the papers and aren't really into the Winnie the Pooh part, you can definitely pick them up for that. These are the element 2. This was elements number 1. This is elements number 2. And it's got that beautiful floral on the back. And then this one is 1 year older. So just all the numbers, and then you do have the little icons on there, but just a nice dot on the back. And this is my favorite paper. This is the Ready to Party. I love the balloons. And then you've got the Winnie the Pooh sort of silhouette scene on the bottom of the back side of that. And then this one is called Celebrating You, and it's just the streamers and just a beautiful gingham on the back. And then this one is Birthday Wishes, and you've got Pooh and Piglet in the bottom, and then just a dot on the back. So those are the papers and the stickers that come in this. We are sold out of collection packs right now, I think. And they do have a card kit with this one, which is super fun. So in this card kit, you get everything to make 8 cards. There's card bases, chipboard, die cuts, step-by-step instructions. There's no cutting required. You just pop all the elements out. You can add your foam dots, your inking, your gems, and all those fun things to jazz them up. But they're all Winnie the Pooh themed, which is really sweet. And then, of course, we've got the page pieces. And some of these are already in limited quantities. But like I said, we've got orders going in. There is a 6x8 paper pad. We've got the decorative brads and the enamel dots. I believe there's other ephemera that was supposed to come with this, and it is already sold out. So we will be ordering. Yes, I'm just catching up on comments. Okay. So that is the Classic Pooh Birthday. Okay, now I don't have a place to put this because my cart is full. Let's see if that's not going to work. Okay, the floor it is. Okay, and then we have Halloween. Because, yep, that comes before Christmas. So we don't get tons of Halloween collections in. So if you see Halloween things that you like, make sure you grab them because they're kind of a one and done thing. So we've got our sticker sheet, and then we've got all the open stock papers. Again, in limited quantities. We don't go really deep. Halloween is just a day. It's not a season, but we know there's a lot of Halloween lovers out there. So we like to have things in new each year to celebrate Halloween. This is just a really nice classic looking, not too spooky, but a little bit of spook. And the paper strips. And there are, let's see here, little spots on the tops of the barcodes that you can use as well. I love that. Love the word paper. This is just a nice pumpkin one. So if you've got a cute little pumpkin that's going out for Halloween, that's a fun one. And the B-sides on all the papers are so good. Like they have all those nice sort of Halloween and fall colors, but they don't necessarily yell Halloween. Like this is just really nice patterned paper. So definitely check that out. And the spider webs are always fun. And a floral. And then if you like it all, you can get the collection pack because that has everything that I just showed you, the sticker sheet and all the papers come in that. And then there are foam stickers. So these are some of the items that were missing from the Pooh collection. So I think we already sold out of the foam stickers. And then there is a 6x8 pad. So if you don't want the full-size sheets. And then there's lots of different ephemera options. So we've got sentiment bits. So that is mostly like words and titles. And then we've got the journal bits. And these are so great for layering. Little tabs and fun stuff. And then these are the spooky bits, which are just more like icons. And then the page pieces, which are kind of just enough to do a scrapbook layout. And they're a little bit larger in size, so it's kind of nice. And then the enamel dots as well. So that's for the spooky things from Simple Stories. And then this one has surprised me. This one is called Fun Times. It kind of has like a fair or carnival theme to it, but it is selling like crazy. So I think, again, a lot of the things on here, not a lot, many of the things on here can be used for other stuff. So like fun times and the word yes, best day, cameras, the tabs, a lot of the words are just very generic things that can be used. But then they throw in things like the carousel and the hot air balloons, ticket stubs, things like that, that are used when you go to places like Canada's Wonderland and some of the fall fairs and things like that. But again, I think they did a good job with the paper in making it kind of generic as well. There are some very specific papers, but there are a lot that are so generic that you could use for lots of different things. And it has been very, very popular. So definitely a fan favorite for now. I love that they even threw in balloons, so you could make it birthday related. So again, we have sold out of a number of the things that are showing here, but we are reordering. So definitely send us your wish list and we will be sure to notify you when it does become available again. So it's a really fun collection. Lots of great things to share. This looks like popcorn for sure. So that would make a really great like movie night paper too. Okay, so that is all of the papers available in the collection. I love the tags. Okay, and then we also have foam stickers. So lots of great title ideas, and these are dimensional. You've got the 6x8 paper pad. You've got, this one is called Big Bits. So these are larger ephemera pieces. Then we've got the journal ones, the icons, and then the enamel dots. So that is called Fun Times. And then finally, this one has been the top seller, is the Simple Vintage Autumn Breeze. Now I'm going to point out the critters on here. Like, Look at that sweet fox. Don't you just want to take him home? And the little raccoon. I know they're little bandits, but oh my gosh. And then you've got a little hedgehog and the little squirrel. So really, really nice artwork on this. Beautiful color palette. So that's the sticker sheet. And the little critters pop up on some of the cut aparts too. And then just beautiful fall colors. Again, look at that sweet little fox. And this one here with the pumpkins and a book and the cozy sweater, the front porch, the boots with blankets, the hot cocoa. So there's lots and lots of things that are sort of iconic fall. I love that chair too. That's so nice. And plaids, lots of plaids. And dots. And there's our tags. The fox is getting tired now. He's sleeping. It's called Cozy Season. This one is called Cozy Season. I love the Polaroids too. I think this is really fun. What do you guys think? Like, just so many great things. So I think they did a really nice job with this collection, and it is showing because it is really flying off the shelves. So a reorder is in. Look at this paper. It's all layered up. You just have to put photos on there and embellish with ephemera, and you're good to go. And then there is a collection kit, so you can get all of those things. And there also is a card kit. Now, I know there's a page kit, but I believe that's sold out already. But we will reorder. Not to worry. And then we've got chipboard. We've got 6x8 pad, rub-ons. The rub-ons are beautiful. And then we've got decorative brads, enamel dots, and then an assortment of different ephemera packs as well. So definitely check those out. And that is it for new product. Woohoo! So let's go back to this. I'm going to put this up here for you to look at. So while we're talking about this again, we're going to start to talk about the live draw. So how the live draw works is, let me get my banner up here. There is a lot. There's always a lot. It's crazy. Okay, so first of all, if you want to visit our website to do some shopping, there is the website there. So www.scrapbookfriends.ca, and then you will find all of this great stuff, or most of it anyways, on there. And if you want to play along with the draw. Now, don't do this yet because it won't count if you do. I'm going to talk about it first. So how the live draw works. When I tell you, you're going to type in the comments the "Let It Snow," and I'm going to turn on my little giveaway tool, and it's going to tally up everybody who has typed that in. If you misspell it, it won't count. If you type it in 100 times, it only counts once. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click my collecting comments button. So anytime now, you can start typing that in the comments. And while I'm talking about this other draw, we will let that tally up. Okay, so anytime you can start. And then we're going to do a random draw, and someone's going to win a $10 gift card. Okay, and in order to get it, so Kimberly, that's not going to count. You have to do it all together, just as it's shown on the banner. Okay, so it has to be shown on the banner as it is on the banner, or it will not count. So you can't misspell it. It can't have spaces. It has to be exactly as it is on the banner. Now, if you are the winner, you're going to email our store. So to scrapbookfriends@gmail.com. I should have a banner for that. You're going to email the store, and you're going to let us know you were the winner. I'm going to know you were the winner, and then we will send you the gift card information. But if you never email us, then you're not going to get your gift card. So that is very important. Now, remember, ladies, I've seen people do it in the comments. It will only register if you type it like it's shown in the banner. Let It Snow, all one word. Okay? It's tallying up a bunch. I can see them going in, but if you misspell it or put spaces in it, stuff like that, it won't work. Okay, now back to this draw here. Remember, you have to shop with us by midnight tonight. And in the comments of your order, you have to put YouTube Live, live stream, Facebook Live, loved your live, whatever you want to put. And that will qualify you in a random draw to win one of these 2 die sets. And we will do a random draw and post it on our Facebook page tomorrow, and we will add this to your box. So that's how that works, okay? You have till midnight tonight. Okay, I'm just going to give you another like 30 seconds to get your typing in. So we've got 60 entries in the draw so far. Okay, so 60 people will get a chance to win, which is very exciting. And it is a $10 gift card that you can use on your purchase. Okay, so I'm going to add this to the stage now. And I'm going to make it like this. There we go. So this, let it snow. That's where we're going to pop up the winner. Maybe I should make myself smaller. I don't need to be that important right now. Let's go like this. Yeah, I'll just be down in the corner. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to click the button. Okay, I'm going to give a couple people another chance. Renee, yours is not going to count because you've got it in 2 different sizes and there's spaces in between all the letters. That's not, just type let it snow, all one word, one time. Let's just give everyone another minute, not a minute, another second or 2 just to get your typing in there. Yes, Spellbinders is pretty awesome for sure. They always, there we go. Awesome job, Renee. Yeah, Spellbinders always does a bang up job and they're not done. There'll be more. So, and we've got continuous orders coming in from all these companies. I'm actually really bogged down with ordering. It's kind of an endless job. Fun job, but endless. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click the draw button. Are we ready? Here we go. Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, so now we're going to randomly scoot through all these people and it's going to pick a winner for us. Sometimes it does it really fast. Sometimes it does it slow. I have no control. Robin Babcock, congratulations. So Robin, you're going to want to email the store. You know our email because I know you've emailed lots of times. And just let us know you were the winner of the draw today, and I will get you the gift card information by the end of the day. Okay. So thank you so much again, everyone, for coming and being here for our live because we just appreciate it so much. So again, I'm going to remind everyone, take a minute. It just takes a second. Thumbs up on our video. On YouTube. It's really, really important to us. So thumbs up on our video and then also be sure to subscribe to our channel. That's another big one for us. It just opens up a lot of options for us on YouTube, which then benefits you as well. So definitely please take a minute after this is over if you're on YouTube and do those 2 things. We really appreciate it. And we will be back again soon with another video. Until then, we'll see you later.